room. Like, seriously, it costs too much money to go outside and play. What's up, my YouTube family? It's your girl AP. I wanted to jump on really quick because I wanted to talk about some simple money saving tips that you can apply to your life here in 2022. So if that's the kind of video that you're into, stay tuned. First of all, excuse the hat. My hair is locked. As you all know, if you've been following my journey, my hair is locked, but I just want to put a hat on today. It's a beautiful day out here, but that is not why we're on this video. I wanted to talk about some saving money tips. Are you guys ready? I'm so excited. Like, we are saving money in 2022. You hear me? And so, like, if you follow me on my Instagram, Purposeful Budgeting, I talk about everything that I'm doing in my daily life in order to save money. Not only am I doing the challenges, I'm doing like cooking at home. I'm taking my lunch to work. I am like extreme with savings because I just believe that I don't have anyone here where I live, and so I have to always be ready for the unknown. And like there's always going to be unknown. Like today I went and got my oil changed and he told me that I have a nail in my tire and that I need an alignment. So I also do sinking funds. So of course you can check out one of those videos and see how I do my sinking fund. Also check out my Instagram if you want to see more behind the scenes of my daily life. So let me just jump right into the video. So the ideas that I'm going to give you, they're not in any particular order, but you need a notebook and a pen because you're going to want to write these down because these are going to save you tons of money. Even if you find yourself taking away one or two of these ideas, hey, it's better than nothing. I believe that if you can save a little bit at a time, that is better than saving nothing. So of course we never compare ourselves to anyone else. It is our journey. So whatever journey you are on in order to better your finances, I am here to cheer you on. So let's begin with the list. I had it written down because I didn't want to like mess up because it's a long list. See, I even had to write it down. So that's why I'm encouraging you to also write down these ideas. Now, one of the first things that you can try is to not use paper towels. Now you're probably wondering like, AP, then what am I going to use? You can use old rags in order to wipe up things around the house. You can, like old t-shirts, like my sons, they outgrow things like the undershirts. You can rip those up and make those into towels, and you can use those as washcloths, like not like washing your body cloths, but like dusting cloths or things that you can you know, clean around the house. And you can always wash those to reuse those as opposed to continuously buying paper towels. Try your best to never spend money at a convenience store or like a gas station. Like those prices are way too high. Like the cost of living already is like sky high. So if you want to buy like toilet paper or milk or anything like that and you're in a rush, don't go to a gas station. Go to Walmart or Walgreens or anything like that, because convenience stores, they're going to rob you. When you go grocery shopping, if at all possible, buy store brand. Like even at the dollar store, there are a lot of store brand items there. Now I know sometimes some of the dollar store products are not the best, and you just have to, you know, figure it out and weed out which ones are good and which ones aren't. But if you can buy store brand, that is going to save you tons of money as opposed to buying these name brand items. And a lot of the grocery items, they cost, like they taste just as good as like if you're buying one of the name brand items. So on your next grocery run, try to like implement purchasing more of the store brands as opposed to name brands, and you will save tons of money. When you go to restaurants, please stop buying soda or pop wherever you live. I'm from the Midwest. We say pop. I know down here they say soda, so let's just say soda pop. When you go to a restaurant, if you can drink water, hey, that's cheap. Like get some lemons, like make lemonade, but do not buy like a soda drink because it costs way too much. Yes, you do get refills, but that's still, like, if you think about it, the cost that you're paying for that one soda pop, you can get a whole case of that at like Walmart. So look at it like that. Now if you save for it and you want to live your very best life, or if somebody else is paying for it, hey, go for it. But if it's you and you're all about that budgeting life and saving life, then drink some water. It will save you tons. And we're not going to even talk about buying alcohol, because oftentimes when you even buy alcohol, some restaurants will even charge you an alcohol fee. Now check your receipts, because I know I've experienced that before. When I like bought like a margarita or something like that, or some wine, they will charge you a fee. So if at all possible, drink water when you go out. And if you just have to have like some wine or something like that to drink, buy it somewhere else and you can get it for much cheaper. Cook at home. Now this month during February, I am doing a challenge of cooking at home every single day in order to save money. So far I'm doing pretty good. Am I tired of cooking at home? Yes, I am. And in March, will we be eating out more? Yes, we will, because your girl is tired of cooking at home. But I probably won't eat out that much, but it is saving tons of money because I'm making my meal plan. I made an entire meal plan for February, and so I know what groceries I need to purchase during this month. I do it weekly, and then I have a budget that I don't want to go over during that week, and I purchase the items, and I have been cooking at home. Now sometimes I do a remix, and the boys actually love the meals that I am making. You can, like I say, check out my Instagram, because I always go behind the scenes of my life, and I show you like the different meals that I'm cooking, and maybe you can glean from them recipes, because I'm gleaning from people and that I'm taking those recipes from and trying them in my family, and it's been successful. So we're like midway almost through February, and we're almost done. So if you've never tried like cooking at home for an entire month, I want to encourage you to try that in March. Another way that you can save money is purchasing items like your clothing items or anything truly at a thrift store or even Facebook Marketplace. You can get it for a lot less than if you're paying for like full price for anything. Like my son, he loves to shop at the thrift store. He loves to coordinate clothes. He screenshot different items off of Pinterest, and then he's like, Mom, can you take me to the thrift store? And he coordinates the different outfits, and he looks phenomenal. The boy is always matching from head to toe, and y'all, he's got his clothes, like his shoes, he's into like not Converse, I'm into Converse, but his shoes are like name brand, but his clothes, they are from the thrift store, because the boy looks really good. So if a teenage boy can coordinate some clothes from a thrift store, I know that you can too, and you can also look just as fabulous. Grocery store pickup. Now this goes back into the grocery shopping. Now if you are one who cannot go down the aisle and just, you know, focus on what you're trying to purchase and not overspend, and you're tempted because you're hungry or whatever the case is, and you're like, I want to buy that, I want to buy that, do grocery pickup. That way you know exactly what you're purchasing, you know exactly how much your amount will be at checkout, and so you're not tempted when you're going into a grocery store and purchasing, you know, your items. You're not tempted to buy other things, and that makes your like your grocery budget go higher, because I think that's what gets a lot of people, is that they're tempted and they see different things, and like you didn't even think, oh, I want that lasagna. Lasagna wasn't even your mind, but then you see it and you're like, oh, I want it. Or you see some donuts and you're like, oh, I wasn't even thinking about donuts, but those donuts look really good, and they're calling you. They're like, hey, buy me. I know I'm not the only one that hear donuts calling me when I'm in a grocery store. So if you're like me, do grocery pickup. If you're tempted to buy different items in the grocery store so that you can stay on budget, and that your, you know, the whatever money that you set aside per week, per month for your groceries, that you don't exceed that. Eat leftovers. Now this is a biggie. I know, like I do cook for the boys, and oftentimes we do not have leftovers, but that is a very good thing to do. Like try to make more of something so that, you know, you can take that whatever you cooked and take it to work, you know, for the next day, because that'll also help you with taking your lunch to work. If you have leftovers, you already have food for the next day, or, you know, you have it for lunch or you can have it for dinner. So think about that as you are preparing your meals. Make just a little bit more so that you can have leftovers to eat. Leftovers even taste better the day after. Sell items that you do not use. Now I know we all have tons of things in our home that we do not use. I want to encourage you today to look around your house and find some things that you do not currently use. You can sell those items on eBay. You can sell them on Craigslist. You can sell them on Facebook Marketplace. I have done all of those ways to sell items, and I've made money doing that. The weather's even getting better now. You can even have a garage sale. So that's something that you can incorporate into your life on a Saturday in order to make more money. Of course you won't get exactly what you paid for, but hey, every little bit helps nowadays, right? All right, now as the weather is getting better, if you can even start with pots. Like start your own garden. So I did mine. I started one last year, and I'll attach the video that you can watch of it here. So in my video, I made my own garden planters out of wood, and then I planted some seeds, and I was able to reap some tomatoes and different peppers, and it was really exciting. So I actually just purchased some new seeds today from the dollar store, and I got the pack was 4 for for $1. So you see how cheap that is? 4 for $1. I got a whole pack of four different types of seeds, and it will reap a lot of different vegetables as, you know, the seasons evolve and I'm able to, and they grow, and so we can have more food to eat. So if that's one thing that you're into, because I know everybody's not into gardening, but if that's one thing that you're willing to try, plant some seeds and let's start a garden. I want to encourage you, as you know, you encourage me with my garden, and you'll see some different clips hopefully if my garden flourishes, because I got to get the right dirt. It's a lot going on with the garden. So, but YouTube teaches you everything too, so don't ever get discouraged if you don't know where to start with your garden. But that's one thing that I'm going to continue on in 2022 is growing my own vegetables. I see a lot of women with beautiful nails, and y'all are doing it. Like, I'm not a nail person. Like, my nails do grow. I keep them short because of my job. I don't want like my nails long and then I'm in people's mouths flossing them and cutting them and all that stuff. But for all the ladies who love beautiful nails, there are ways to save money on that. You can learn how to do your own nails, and there's so many, like I say, YouTube videos that can teach you how to do that, and there are different kits that you can you know try out on your nails, or you can just do those press-on nails. I don't know, I'm not into them, but I used to do nails when I was younger and they turned out very nice. I'm just not into nails now. But if you are, learn how to do your own nails. You can give your own self a pedicure and a manicure. Do your own spa day for yourself. I know you deserve it. I know that you're probably overdue to like pamper on yourself, so go ahead and treat yourself and get you some nail polish and buff your nails or whatever you need to do to make your own nails look fabulous. So another thing that I incorporate in my life in order to help me save money is that I use cash. Now, using cash, you feel some kind of way. It is so different than using your debit card or your credit card, because it's like it has an emotion attached to it. When you're handing over someone cash, you feel like, oh my gosh, like you're like your soul is leaving you. And then you actually begin to think and wonder, do I really want this product, you know, or this item? You begin to second guess yourself because you're like, this is all the cash that I have in my envelopes and I don't want to spend it. For me, I do a rollover challenge, and so my goal, even though I do my cash envelopes and I set aside so much money per cash envelope, my goal is to never spend all of the money in my cash envelope. So when I make out my to-do list or whatever I have to spend, I really have to evaluate it to make sure it's something that I really want and really need, because, you know, like I say, it just feels different when you're spending cash. And I'm also doing my $5 challenge, so when I do spend cash and I receive $5 back, that goes toward my my $5 challenge. And also if I receive any change, that also goes toward my coin challenge. So it's a win-win for me. But like I said, I never want to spend all of my money in general. So, but using cash will help you to stay focused regarding, you know, you saving money and not spending all of your money. Remember, the goal is to always spend less than we make. All right, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but take your lunch to work. Take your lunch wherever. Even if you're going on a trip, like to the beach or whatever, pack some food. You know, you don't always have to eat at a restaurant because restaurants cost a lot of money. But you can pack whatever it is that you and your family are desiring on that day, and you can have it, put it in a cooler. Like for me right now, I'm doing my take my lunch to work every single day challenge. And so I have been packing my lunch. I've basically been eating salad like every day. Lord, I'm gonna turn into a salad. And when I turn into a salad, y'all just say, hey, she took her lunch to work and she saved money. But that's one of the challenges that I am participating in. I actually have those trackers on my Etsy, which that link is in my description if you're interested in that. But yeah, I want to encourage you, take your lunch. If you haven't started already in February, you still have quite a bit of February to go. So, you know, new beginnings. Start today by taking your lunch to work. Use reusable items as much as possible. Like for me, I use the plastic bags, like the freezer bags and stuff like that. I reuse them. I wash them out and then I just reuse them. I dry them out, and by doing this, I can reuse them often. And no, like freezer bags don't cost that much money, but if you think about it, if you look at everything as it doesn't cost that much money and you begin to spend money on all these different items, all of those items are going to add up. So if you can reuse, like the towels I mentioned earlier in the video, if you can reuse towels, you can reuse plastic bags. Like I use, of course, the Walmart bags for my garbage bags, you know, as much as possible, reuse items so that you don't have to spend that extra money on items in the future. Everybody talks about buying coffee. I personally don't see anything wrong with buying coffee, but if you can make your coffee at home, go ahead and do that. I make my coffee at home. Now, every purple moon, I may get something from Starbucks. I'm not a big buy my coffee kind of person. I know a lot of people are, but you know, it's not cheap. Buying your coffee at Starbucks and places like that, honestly, it is not cheap. So if you can buy your own coffee and brew it at home, you will save tons of money that way. But if you want to treat yourself, because you know, I always believe in having a personal category in your budget, so that you know, there are times when you might want some Starbucks, and then there's nothing wrong with you wanting Starbucks or any other coffee drink like that. So if you have the money in your budget, go ahead and buy you something nice. I'm pretty sure you deserve it. But looking at the overall, yes, if you continuously buy your coffee every single day, that does add up. You know, let's just be real, let's be honest. And so brewing your coffee at home will save you tons of money. Stay on top of your car maintenance. So one year, I've never like been like a slacker regarding my car maintenance, but I don't like pumping gas. That's one thing about me. I don't like pumping gas. And so I guess me letting my gas tank get a little low, you know, I needed like a gas pump, y'all. And so it was like $1,000. And my best friend was like, well, you should always make sure you have gas in your car. You should never let it get low. I didn't know that. I just hate pump gas. That was my main focus. So, yeah, stay on top of your oil changes. Stay on top of putting gas in your car. Stay on top of rotating your tires. Right now, I need an alignment. I just had to buy, it's a lot, especially with your car. So stay on top of that, because if you treat your car right, your car will be there for you. I have a nail in my tire right now that I have to go get looked at. So that, I'm gonna make that, that was too much to deal with. I just went to get an oil change today, and he told me all of this. I need alignment. I have a nail in my tire. So it was a lot. And so I'm gonna focus on that next week. That, like the nail, that wasn't preventable. Like I didn't have anything to do with that. Maybe the alignment I did, I don't know, but staying on top of your car maintenance will help you in the long run, so that your car will always be there running efficiently for you. So here is, you know, if you were looking for a sign to stay on top of your car maintenance, here is that sign. Here is that video. Stay your butt at home. Like seriously, it costs too much money to go outside and play. Like as soon as you open your door, it's like the money just leave your purse, leave your wallet. So staying at home, there's so many activities that you can do at home. Like invite somebody over if you want to. You know, now people are out and about and they're visiting more people. So if you feel comfortable with that, you know, invite somebody over. Like I'm getting ready to celebrate my birthday soon, and I'm having a party. And my budget, I'm going to budget $100 for my birthday party. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to, of course, vlog all of that. But staying at home as opposed to going out, there are activities that you can do, you know, for free, even in, you know, your community. You just have to look it up. But, you know, for me, I have so much stuff, so many projects I have to do at home anyway. I don't mind staying at home. That was one of the things in 2020 that I loved the most. During the shutdown of the world, I got to stay home. And so that my introvert side came out. And I know I have so much stuff to do at home. So it's not a big deal for me to go out per se. But staying at home, if you can, you know, not like be like in the house and just be lonely. But in terms of like saving money, like in terms of like not spending money on activities outside the home if you don't have to, that is a good choice to do, because you will save tons of money just by like vacuuming your floor.